Breezy and I, we've known each other since we were, in our mom's stomach. So I don't know how it would feel to not work with my sister. Hey, I'm Coco.
And I'm Breezy, and we are co-founders of Coco and Breezy Eyewear, and we're also DJs and producers.
Coco and Breezy Eyewear started in 2009. It started off with an idea, and we would just embellish these DIY frames and bedazzle them. And that's how the Coco and Breezy brand started. We grew up in Minnesota, in the suburbs, where there weren't a lot of women of color, and we always had eclectic style, and we always found ourselves being individualists. Breezy and I were bullied as kids, and so that's where we found our love for sunglasses. From there, we made a negative into a positive, and we literally quit our job, sold our car, moved to New York with less than $1,000, and started our company. I was so crazy. I remember even being in our small Bushwick apartment and making the glasses that Lady Gaga wore on that air mattress. Within 3 months, we had Kelly Osbourne, we had Ashanti, we had Nicki Minaj. Collaborating with a legend like Prince had a huge impact in our company. He was like, I want glasses with 3 lenses. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I came up with some sketches of like just multiple different ideas. My dream was to always design glasses for an iconic artist. Our dad got sick when we were younger, and so we actually got our first jobs at 15 years old, and we were helping him pay his rent.
And we were working together.
We worked together. And when it was time for us to start our company, we knew that we were gonna do it together, but the one challenge we had was, who is great at what? And so I had to figure out what my strengths were and what Coco's strengths were, and kind of figure out what our responsibilities were. So now I can hold her accountable, and she can hold me accountable. It's really important to try to separate your relationship as a family member and your relationship as business partners. That has been very difficult for us. We have no issues with being business partners. It's us making sure that we don't lose our sistership. So what sets Coco and Breezy Eyewear apart is authenticity. And as cliche as that is, I think that we live it, we breathe it as founders, and it exudes through our branding. And so within our team, our hires, within our marketing, we show a different customer and a consumer. And the best part is that we're building community. When we did the Eyewear trade show, we were the first women of color to have our own booth. That's an issue. That's a huge issue. Some of the toughest challenges we've had with being entrepreneurs is funding. Breezy and I, systemically, we have so many things ingrained in us where we felt like we don't ask people for money, we don't talk about money. But now we're at a point where we're really understanding our value. So a piece of advice that I would have for women that want to start their own businesses is, again, I would repeat this a million times, but knowing your value is so important, and understanding that it's not competition. For me, I believe that having that separation of working really hard, but then also taking care of our bodies, that is so important. And walk into a room like you're a boss. Like, this is my business attire, and there are so many times where Breezy and I get judged because people are like, are you guys models? I'm like, no.
I'm like, thank you for the compliment, but we're founders of an eyewear company and we're entrepreneurs, and we're gonna be bosses.